He's
incredible.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
One last thing before we let you go out of here, I saw when we said it was Kobe's birthday, you had a pretty personal relationship with Kobe. You knew Kobe?
Yes. Tell him I'll be right down.
How did you get to know Kobe, or how did you get in
Or tell us your best Kobe story. We would love to hear that.
Well, Kobe was a dear friend of mine. I remember my first game in the NBA preseason game. We were playing the Lakers in Las Vegas, and you get a list. I had Rondo, Bellinelli, Omri Caspi, Rudy Gay, and you warm these guys up. They become your players. It kind of just naturally divvies up that way. So in the locker room, it's like, okay, Omri, you're shooting at this time. Then 10 minutes later, this time, boom, boom, boom. So I went out and warmed up. I think it was Omri Caspi, and I was coming into the locker room, and there was a young black guy by the curtain, and he goes, "Ma'am, you can't go in there." I go, "But I have to. I have to go to the locker room." He goes, "Do you have a pass?" I go, "No." He says, "Well, you can't go back there." I go, "This is my pass. Sacramento Kings all over me. I'm a coach. I'm not going to let you go back there." As the good Lord would have it, here comes Kobe Bryant walking in, and he looks at me, he goes, "Nance, what's wrong?" I'm like, we hug it up. I go, "He won't let me in the locker room to go back to the locker room." And Kobe, as Kobe would always do, he gave this young man a beautiful, education. And he goes, in a great way. He says, "Look, things are different. Times are different. Sometimes people don't look the way you think they should look."
Right.
You've gone through that too in life as a man of color. There are women in the NBA now. There are 2 women in the NBA, and she's not going to have a pass. She's going to have to do her job, and he let me through. I came back, and the young man, he apologized to me. But if Kobe wasn't there,
right.
And, the last thing probably before I go here, Kobe and I were texting Friday night. I still have the text on my phone about, women playing against men. And, I would have to bleep out the whole text 45 minutes. And he goes, "Hey, and I knew when you played for Pat Riley and the Lakers in 1980. And I'm like, "You knew I played for Riley?" He said, "Yeah, you didn't have a league to play in. So you played you played for the Lakers, you played for the Jazz, you played 2 years in the USBL, which was equivalent to the G League." I said, "I'd play anywhere. I just didn't have a place." And, so we go on, and he goes, we had been talking, another lesson learned here. We had been talking about me going in and coaching Gigi's team for a day or so for 2 years. But, we're blowing and going, and he's Kobe, and I'm Nancy, and we're doing this, and we're doing that. And we never did it. And so he goes, "When are you going to come out here?" And I said, "Well, I have TV tomorrow for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I could probably do it sometime next week." Okay, so fast forward. The next day, I'm in California doing an appearance for somebody. Kobe calls me after midnight, and he's like, detail, chop, chop. He goes, "Okay, Wednesday, you come to LA, you Uber to the house, we'll grab some food, we'll get on the helicopter, we'll go to the Mamba Academy. You got her as long as you want, the team. And if you need me to help, I'm there." And I was like, "Duh, of course I need you." Okay. My son TJ playing in Israel. Sunday morning, he, I guess, lands in Italy. And I'm at a conference, and I'm in the last seat because I'm always in the last seat, first seat, because I have the attention span of a fly, and I know I'm going to need to go out and just come back or go to the restroom and whatnot. So I thought I'd put my phone on vibrate. My phone was ringing, so I ran through the back door, and TJ, and he goes, "Mom." I go, "TJ, I'm at a conference." He goes, "Mother," that tone. Mm-hmm. And I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "You haven't heard." I said, "Heard what?" He goes, "Mom, Kobe Bryant died." I go, "No, he didn't. I just talked to him last night." Wow. He goes, "Mother, his helicopter crashed, and I thought you were on it." I told him Friday night I was going to put Gigi through practice. I never got to tell TJ when. if my phone is on silent, this is how God works in my life. If my phone's on silent for the next hour or two, my kid thinks I died.
Wow.
But the phone wasn't. And the last thing I heard before a Secret Service guy grabbed me before hitting the floor was, it's Miss Lieberman. I didn't know if I was going to have a heart attack. I couldn't breathe. I was wailing. I could not breathe. And I was like, I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. And people are like, go home. You come home to Dallas. I don't know if I can go home. I don't know if I can get on an airplane by myself. It was one of the most, it was too close. It was too close. So I miss that guy every day. I have such great pictures of me goofing with him. Okay. When we played the Clippers, they would put me and or Becky in the Laker locker room. Becky's a nicer person than me. So I'm in the locker room and I'm like everybody's locker. So there's Kobe's locker. So I took a picture of his locker. He's the only one who had a double locker. So I took my skirt, my top, my heels, and put it in his locker and took a picture. And I texted to him. I go, hey, Cobes, if there's anything you want to talk about, just let me know. I would never share it with anybody. And he goes, what are you talking about? I go, well, I'm in the locker room. And I sent him the picture. And he goes, you are not going to post that. I said, I'm not judging. You probably look great in stilettos.
That's funny.
What would I know? And he just laughed. I said, no, I'm not posting it today. I have a game. I got a game. So